Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be part 2 of my Sims 2 Uberhood Introductions. I decided to pan out and give you a little bit better of a view of Sim City. Well, this is Pleasantview, but you know. If you hear any crazy sounds in the background, my dog is absolutely going bonkers playing with all of her toys, so feel free to ignore that. Last time we left off with the burbs, so we're going to move on and I'm going to show you our next family. That's going to be just Coral Oldie right here. Alrighty, so here we are. This is 95 Woodland Drive in Pleasantview. This is that weird funky house, as you can tell from the double window, but it's only one story. I did redecorate it quite a bit, make it look different, but I didn't remodel the layout at all. So this is the exterior. It didn't make any sense to me that Coral and Herb start in the sim bin because they're elders, and usually at that age in someone's life they have already had a house or at least somewhere to live. So I pretend that this is the house that Mary Sue grew up in, and so it's definitely an elder's style, but like in a good way. I really like it a lot. I went out of my way, like my usual, what's the word I'm looking for, decoration style, I don't know, with this house. So I definitely went more wood paneled than I usually would. Get it? Wood? Anyway, so this is Coral Oldie. So, you know, I mentioned in my last video that Herb Oldie has died. He passed from old age, and as you can see, Coral is very close to following right behind him. She's over here today taking care of Herb's garden that he left behind. She just doesn't want the plants to die. So not much going on with Coral Oldie. Most people do find that the oldies are quite boring to play, and I wouldn't disagree with you. But these ones have been a little more interesting to me. They definitely have lived longer than they have in my past games, just from my lifespan, custom lifespan, I suppose. Oh, it's sunlight. Let's take a good look at Coral. Oh, her eyes are closed. So lots of things had gone on. Herb, being a romance sim, he had an affair with a couple of different sims, just like he wanted to, one of those being Coral's best friend, Bella Goth, and so that didn't turn out very pretty. Why can't I? There we go. And so she was like very much not happy with him by the time he had passed. They weren't sleeping in the same room. There was a bed here in the second bedroom that he was sleeping in, and they just kind of like fell apart at the end of it all. And Coral is now all alone because she's just a little bit younger than him, not too much. Herb has his ashes are right here on the the table, and you can see here he did have reached his lifetime want, or maybe he died in platinum aspiration. I forget what the gold urn exactly means. I used to think it was only if they reached the platinum or their lifetime aspiration, but who knows. So the only thing with Coral right now is she is having an affair with someone who is married, and it's super freaking weird and I don't like it, but ACR kind of just made things happen. So she is having an affair with Dirk Dreamer, a man who is less than half of her age, more than half her age. How does that work? I don't know. And he's married and he has a child, and it's just a weird thing for everybody. So essentially what happened was, after Herb died here, she already knew Dirk because obviously he dated her grandchild Lilith, and she used to bring him over sometimes when they were in high school, and so she's known him since he was in high school. And now as an adult, she went to Lilith's child's birthday party. Dirk was there, and next thing I know, I heard some woohoo sounds, and she and Dirk were getting busy in the hot tub. It was horrific, but alas, at least she's got something going for her. I don't know. We also have a kitty. Oh no, there's a dog outside. What's his name? This is Simmy. So Simmy is just from the adoption pool on the pet adoption service. Anywho, so not much else that I want to say about Coral. This is probably going to be like her last day. Just look how pretty. Oh, I have my distance turned up all the way, so all these trees and stuff. Oh, that very high pixelated Street lamp is cute. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Alright, so now some of the households that we're going to be getting into are some of the newer ones, the ones that have moved into Pleasantview or moved back. The first of those being the Grunts here. So here we have Rip Grunt, Nicole Mace, and their daughter Violet. Alrighty, so here we are in the Pleasant Vista... Wait, what is the name of this apartment complex? Now I don't remember. It is Bella Park Condominiums. I was thinking of the other ones, my bad. So this is the Bella Park condominiums, and Rip and his family live on the first floor down here in the smallest apartment. It at least has 2 bedrooms, so that was nice. That was the reason I had them move here. So, story time. So this is Violet. She's Rip's daughter, his firstborn child. She is just positively adorable. I feel like she looks a lot like Rip. Can I get you to stop looking at your toy so you can look at me, please? Thank you. Thank you. So I feel like she looks a lot like Rip. Oh my gosh. She also has something from someone else. I can't quite put my finger on it. Probably from the other Grunts of the family. So Violet is going to be very much like her parents. She is going to be a future romance sim, and she's extremely sloppy and lazy, but she's outgoing, playful, and nice, so she's going to be fun to play with. Over here we have Nicole. So Nicole is pregnant. This is just... Why is there water on the floor? Did she pee herself? Probably. So Nicole is just a regular townie, or she's actually the downtownie slob, if you're at all familiar with that, like, person. I don't know, like, it's the one that goes around wearing the ugly old dirty pajamas and, like, burps and farts everywhere. She is a pleasure sim. So Rip and Nicole had a one-night stand. She got pregnant. With her being a townie, I did have to use, like, I inseminated her because I roll... It's hard to explain, but I roll a die whenever my Sims woohoo with townies to see if they're going to get pregnant or not. Well, if it's the male. If it's the female playable, then of course she'll get pregnant regardless because she's playable. But when it's not a playable female, I roll the die to see if she'll get pregnant. And Nicole did. And so Rip, him not having a good relationship with his father or his brother, Tank, he still lived in their house. He told Rip that he and Nicole were pregnant. And General Buzz was like, get out of my house. You're not going to live here with your deadbeat girlfriend and baby. So they got kicked out, and that's why they live in Pleasantview now. As you can see here, he still does not like his father at all. Like, they have a negative relationship. See, I'm getting them mixed up. So he has a neutral relationship with his father because they haven't spoken in such a long time, but he dislikes his brother Tank. And then, of course, he and Buck are best friends. Let's look at the family tree for a second. Yeah, so Rip is he's not the only one that has a child right now, but we'll get to the others when we get to Strangetown. So I'm excited to see what kind of children they continue to have. Rip and Nicole are not married. They just kind of are living together, raising their daughter together. I did consider at one point if I should just kill off Nicole because I feel like it'd be pretty interesting to have Rip be a single father, especially with his ambitions being less than anything, not very much family-oriented. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with this family as time goes on. He is also having dalliances with a few other Sims, Chloe Curious being one of those. That was one of the first people that he ever really got with. Rose Day, who Don Lothario is also having a relationship with. I do want to apologize right now. My dog is chewing her bone right next to me, so probably won't be able to edit out those sounds, but just ignore that. Also, Miranda Cap, which is interesting. She's a new neighbor in Pleasantview, so they just met. He is best friends with Lilith Summerdream, who lives across the hall from him, or upstairs. We'll get there next. He has very high chemistry with Lola, but she is married. Yeah, oh, and I forgot about Dina Cap. Oh, yeah, Dina Cap. We haven't really talked about her. Dina Caliente. We will get to her household very shortly as well. And then a couple other townies that nobody cares about. So yeah, and then Nicole, all she does all day is just play on the couch and watch TV and eats like grilled cheese sandwiches and stuff. It's pretty boring. That's another reason I considered killing her off, because I can't stand playing with pleasure sims. I will never choose pleasure as a main aspiration for my sims again. Alright, next is going to be the brogues. So we have Angela and Dustin and their daughter Alice. Alright, so we are in Angela and Dustin's new house. They just moved here. I haven't even, as you can see, they're still standing outside. I haven't even gotten to play them yet. This is one of the bespoke builds from Honeywell. I did not build this myself. You will probably never see me build a house or a community lot myself. That's just not where my talent lies. But this is a very small, but it's very cute house. There's only 2 bedrooms, so one for the adults, one for Alice. It's quite small, so if they were to have future children, I'll either have to build onto it or they'll have to move again. But it's already way better than their 1-bedroom apartment that they were living in the Pleasant Vista apartments. So over here we have Angela. She is a fully grown adult now. She's a little older than Dustin. She'll be an elder in 24 days. Dustin has 25 days, so she's 1 day older than him. And this is their daughter, Alice, and I want to get a good look at her. So Angela and Dustin got pregnant when Dustin was still in college, but, oops, go away. But they got engaged, and I think they got married before Alice was born. So this is Alice Brogue. Look how stinking adorable she is. I don't know if it's the hair. Well, really, she has a pretty good like facial structure, especially for being one of Dustin's children, because I find, especially when he has daughters, they have a very distinct like Dustin face, and it's not always flattering on female sims, but I think she's going to be super cute. She is a Libra, so she is going to be another romance sim, just like Violet. She is very sloppy, outgoing, she's lazy, she's serious, but she's very nice, so she's going to be an interesting sim. I say that about all of my kids, but I mean it every time. And just to get a better look, this is Dustin. Dustin is still a little rebellious. You know, he has grown up a bit and he has a grown-up job, but he doesn't take life too seriously, what with him wearing a hoodie, and he still has like the frat boy hair and everything. But I feel like it suits him. Like, he's handsome in his own way. And then Angela, we all know what Angela looks like. She's very cute. She has freckles. I do have some 4-2 hairs in here. That's what Angela and Alice both have. But I don't have like a one unique hair system, so we just kind of do whatever feels right. Oh, the stupid gypsy's here. What is she called? Oh, her name's Elle. Okay. So anyway, not much else to say about this household. Yeah, Angela and Alice and Dustin, happy little family. I don't think that they plan on having more children, but if it happens, it happens. They still have quite a few years left of baby-making prime time. Next, we're going back to the Bella Park condominiums. This time we're going to go pop in on the Summer Dreams. As you can see, I had quite a few families in there. So yeah, Summer Dreams. We have Lilith Summer Dream and her husband Puck Summer Dream. So yeah, Lilith and Puck, a little bit of an unusual pairing, at least for me, what with this being the first time I've ever played in Uberhood. Alrighty, so this is the apartment that their family is living in. They are trying to save up some money to get normal, like a house, but for now, like this apartment is just big enough that it's okay. They still have some like hand-me-down furniture and things like that. There's children running around. It's 6 a.m. guys, calm down. Okay, so first let's take a look at Lilith. She's up here. She is a little on the heavier side. She's kind of like let herself go a little bit, but she's in the athletic career, so she's been wanting to work on her body skills, so she's slowly but surely gonna get fit again. So she is a popularity sim, of course, as you might already know, and she is her lifetime aspiration doesn't match her career, but she wanted to go into the athletic career, so that's what she did. I assume maybe she's trying to get some kind of validation from her father, who she never has had a good relationship with. I don't think she even has a relationship with him to this day. No, they hardly know each other. Same with her mother. At least her and Angela are more on the neutral side now, so at least they don't fight every single time they're around each other, but the thing is they're not really around each other all that much. She also isn't very close with her other siblings. She hardly knows Grace and Iris at all. She doesn't really know Noah very well. She kind of just left that household as soon as she grew up to an adult and never looked back. So she did not go to college. She actually had such bad grades that she couldn't go to college even if she wanted to. So that is also one difference between her and Angela already, because Angela did go to college. Down here we have Puck's Summer Dream, who's coming down the stairs in his undiwears. Look at him go. I have to say, I don't know if it's just my redheaded biasness. Not that I'm redheaded, but I love redheads. But he is just so freaking cute, and I think he might be one of my favorite Sims ever. Like, just look at that face. Oh, he's gorgeous. I also really like the freckles. The freckles are a nice touch. I try to give freckles to all of my redheaded Sims if I feel like they would have them. He also still has like the elf ears, a little man bun. He is very handsome. So he and Lilith got together when they were still in high school, actually. Puck actually had his first kiss with Lilith instead of with Hermia, like how the game is like usually pushing you to go. Yeah, there she is. He did also have a couple dalliances with other Sims. He did kiss Hermia and he fell in love with her. He has gone on a date with Miranda. He fell in love with her. He went steady with Hermia as a teenager because he and Lilith weren't very serious. That was just a casual thing. And then as an adult, well, he was in college, he fell in love with Lilith. He had his very first woohoo with her. I think that's also when she got pregnant. He kissed Beatrice Monty. I have no recollection of that. And he has had a public woohoo with Miranda. And then their children started to be born, so he got engaged to Lilith after their first son was born. He also, I don't think he ever has had an affair. They got married. They had their second son, Kai. Oh, he had an affair with Miranda. So I remember this because he went to the Romeo and Juliet's wedding, and Miranda was there, she was engaged. We're going to talk about this when we get to her as well, but she was engaged, and Puck had a little flirt with her, and it pissed off her fiance, so they got into a fight. It was a whole thing. So Puck's family has grown a little bit as well. We'll talk about the Summer Dreams when we actually go into Veronaville, but he also has a couple new siblings. So he has a cute little family. He didn't have a very good relationship with his mother for a long time because of some drama that we will disclose once we get to the Summer Dreams, but they're on a more friendly side now. And these are his extra two siblings that we'll talk about later. So let's go look at the kids. Okay, so first up we have Zeke's Summer Dream. He is a little cutie patootie. Why don't you put on your clothes so we can get a look at what you're wearing? He just screams like Puck 2.0 to me, both just looks-wise. Why don't I get you to look at me? There you go. Both looks-wise and maybe even personality-wise. Look at his little face. He definitely has some pleasant genes in there, of course, but alas, that's not a bad thing. So he is a Cancer, which, if I'm not mistaken, means he's going to be a future family sim. Cancer. Yes, he's a future family sim, which is interesting from a Summer Dream. So he is very neat, he's shy, he's active, he's serious, he's very nice. And then we have his little brother Kai up here, who is just a little baby. Let me see if I can get a good look at him. Oh, he's crying. Okay. Hey, it's okay. So he looks almost identical, at least right now. He definitely has more of that pleasant nose. I can just see that here. Look at this from the side. Oh, but he's cute. Oh, he's so cute. I love him. And so he is an Aquarius, which means he's going to be I don't remember off the top of my head. Oh, he's also going to be a family sim. So that's interesting. Lilith and Puck, both having family sim kids. He's very sloppy. He's very shy. He's active. He's playful. He's nice. He's going to be so much fun. I love these kids. I love them. I just love them. So yeah, Puck isn't really actively engaging in any affairs, but it was just that one time that he, he was flirting with with Miranda a little bit. We can see here in Lilith's relationships that she is in love with General Buzz. This is an old fling. They haven't interacted since she got engaged, I don't believe. I was really kind of thinking that was going to go somewhere, especially because they have more chemistry than Puck and Lilith do. But it happens sometimes. You know, she may not have the strongest chemistry with Puck, but they wanted to get married, so it is what it is on that. And we're gonna go ahead and skedaddle on over to the next house. Next, we're gonna go talk about the Dreamers. So this is Dirk Dreamer and his wife and son. So, funny story, his wife is Miranda Cap, and this is their son, Dylan. So here we are. This is the Pleasant Vista Apartments. This is the ones I was trying to think of earlier. So Dirk and his little family live down here on the first floor in this very tiny apartment, which they are going to use Hermia's fortune inheritance that she's going to get sooner than later to get a house. All right, so over here we have Dirk Dreamer. So he and Lilith, as you saw from the previous family, didn't work out. There wasn't really any strong reason behind it. It's just that she started, you know, he wants to flirt with Ophelia. I'm gonna lock that in. Anyway, so he and Lilith didn't work out. He met Hermia, I believe they were in college. He was 1 or maybe 2 years ahead of her. Let's see. Yeah, he went to college and almost immediately met Hermia. He had his first woohoo with Lilith. They went steady and everything, but when he went to college and she didn't, their relationship just kind of fizzled out. Maybe they both mutually were like, yeah, this isn't going to work. Well, with you being apart from me for 4 years, so that's when he met Hermia, and things started moving right along with her. And with her being a family sim, she wanted to get engaged, so that's what they did. And now here they are. And oh, I forgot to mention, you know, you saw me talking about this earlier with Coral, he did have a little affair with her, but she's about to die, so I'm not too worried about it, even though that's still pretty weird. And then their son Dylan was born. So let's go take a look at Hermia. So right here, she is Pregante, but she's very pretty, but I really can't see her as anything other than like Lilith version 2 or something, you know, like it's not just her red hair, it's like her goth demeanor, and I feel like that just must be that's Dirk's type. Over here we have their son Dylan, who interestingly enough is skin 1. I would have expected him to come out like skin 3 or something, what with his father having skin 4. But he's super cute. Let's take a better look at him. This stupid wall is beaten up. Okay, so this is Dylan Dreamer. Yep, he has gray eyes, which I think are from Hermia, if I'm not mistaken. And he's got the black hair. What color are your eyes, Hermia? I always forget to really look. Yes, so he's got Hermia's eyes. She's pregnant again. I hope that she has a girl this time. He is a Sagittarius, which means he's going to be a future knowledge sim, which I think fits for him being a dreamer and everything. He's very neat, shy, active, playful, and he's on the nicer side. But I'm sure he can have his moments. So he's super cute. Yeah, Dirk and Hermia, I almost said Lilith. Dirk and Hermia had a very tiny wedding right here on their balcony. Only their closest of family came. And she just doesn't want to do anything but have babies. I forgot to talk about people's jobs in the last couple of households, so that's my bad. But Dirk is an executive level 5 in the business career, which I mentioned this in my last stream because this is actually the family that I was streaming last. But I like to think that Dirk actually got a job in the the family business of Hermia's family, because with her being a Cap, all of her family is in the business career. So that's just some headcanon that I have. She is a fish chummer level 1 in the oceanography career. She really wanted this job, but she hasn't been able to go to a single day of work because she got hired when she was pregnant with Dylan, and then immediately after Dylan was born, she got pregnant again. So I feel like she may not really keep that job. I'm not sure. Alright, still over here in the condo area, we're gonna go in with Miranda Cap, and she has a little daughter, which is gonna be super cute. So Miranda, being a Cap, she had enough money after college to just go ahead and skip the apartment and just get her own little place. However, she didn't want to be anywhere near Veronaville, near her family, so she moved out here to Pleasantview. And got this 1-bedroom flat, which she thought she was just going to use it as a little woohoo pad. But little did she know she was going to get immediately pregnant. So now she's sharing this upstairs bedroom with her daughter. And I have to wonder if I'm going to either build on this place to get them a second bedroom, another bathroom, or if I'm just going to have them buy a new house. But yeah, this is Miranda Cap. She is so pretty, even with that very angular jawline. I gave her these earrings. I never put jewelry on my Sims, but I thought that they were cute for her and her little like boho chic look. So she has grown her hair out. Her hair at the start of the game is very short, very multicolored, and she kept that all through college, but now she's letting her natural hair color come out, and it looks a lot healthier for her. She is, well, you know, she's a romance sim, so she's been getting around. Miranda has had 2 failed engagements. So the first of those, let's see if I can go back far enough. She had her very first woohoo with Puck. I feel like I should mention that. And then she's been with Mercutio. She's been with Loki Beaker, who is still married, so she is his mistress a little bit. She got engaged to Mercutio. And later on, they broke up because she had nonstop affairs. And like I said, when I was playing with the Summer Dreams, Puck actually had a little flirt with her in front of Mercutio, and he did not like that. That was the second girl that Mercutio had caught of his with Puck, so he broke things off with her, kicked her out of his house, and then here she is. I thought she had 2 failed engagements. Oh no, I'm getting ahead of myself. So that was her first engagement. And then she met Benedict, who is Mercutio's little cousin, and they got together while Benny was in college. She is a few years older than him, but he has graduated now. And Benny has proposed to her, and she said yes. She doesn't know why, but because she has continued to have affairs, this time with Dawn and Rip, and she is just going crazy. And then she had her daughter, Valentina. So you might be wondering, well, Brianna, there are a lot of potential fathers. Who is Valentina's father? Well, it's none other. Let me see if I can get a good look at her. Valentina's father is none other than Benedict Monty. Yeah, that's right. Benny Monty. She is going to have some very interesting facial structure. I can't wait to see what that looks like as she gets older. She is a Sagittarius as well, so she's also going to be a knowledge sim, just like her father. I don't have Benny living here with them yet, even though he could have just moved in directly with them after college, but he got his own place with his sister. We're going to get to them eventually. I think that Miranda is not all too eager to get married right away, so that's also going to be, that's why she doesn't mind as much that he's not living with her. She doesn't want to get married to him. She just feels like she needs to because A, he is the father of her daughter, and B, he is going to be another source of fortune for her so that she doesn't have to work. Right now she does have a job as a gas station attendant, a level 2 in the slacker career, but she hardly ever goes. She mostly just lives off of the scholarship or leftover money she had from college, and also when Benedict sends child support every day. Also, this is Brandon Lillard. This is one of her romantic conquests. So he's just hanging out in this dirty, really needs, oh my gosh, this place needs some, it needs they need it made. Alrighty, next we have the Smith family over here in the old broke trailer. So this is Johnny Smith, his wife Ophelia, you may know her as Ophelia Nigmos, and their daughter Trinity. Alrighty, so here we are in the broke trailer. This is old Brandy Broke's house that she has moved out of since, and I didn't do anything to change the outside. The little pool is still there, but I have repainted and refloored everything inside to make it look a bit different, a little more spacious even. So yeah, let's go over here. We have Johnny and Ophelia in their bed. I really like this wallpaper, but I wonder if maybe it's a little busy for a bedroom, but I'm gonna leave it for now. So Johnny here is waking on up. Johnny is a supporting player, level 6 in the show business career. He is an aspiring actor. He also has a very high enthusiasm in music and dance. He's a bass player, so that's why this is in here. So he does that in his free time and maybe also for some gigs and things like that. Look at this cute little picture. Oh my gosh, that's from when they were still in college together, I believe. So Johnny is very bright right now. My goodness, that lighting is harsh. But he is super cute. I like him a lot. I used to think that he didn't have very good genes, but they're actually not that bad. He needs some lip filler, but that's all. And then over here, of course, we have Ophelia, who is going to get up now so we can get a look at her. She is pregante. Oh, he immediately gets on that base. That's all he knows how to do. Yeah, she's pregnant with their second child, who I'm sure will be born shortly. She is a bricklayer, level 2 in the architect career, which is not something I ever would have picked for her, but she wanted it, so I was like, all right, well, you did go to college, so you can do whatever you want. So yeah, this is her right here. Super cute, super pretty. She and Dirk, I feel like she might be developing some kind of emotional attachment to him, because you saw when we were at his house, he wanted to flirt with her and she wants to call him. So I feel like their friendship is going slightly over the line into that gray area between platonic and romantic. She does have one bowl with him. She also has a crush on Romeo Monti, but you can ignore that because that happened when they were in college together. She and Romeo lived in the same dorm and he was trying to put the moves on her. I don't think it ever really went anywhere, hence why their relationship is pretty low. And I don't think she's spoken to him since then. If you remember from my first video of my introductions part 1, Johnny actually has had an affair on Ophelia with none other than Iris Pleasant, who is just a teenager. She is the younger sister of his best friend, Angela. Yeah, that's right. He and Angela Pleasant are best friends. He's even best friends with Dustin. They all lived in the same dorm together in college, and he and Angela were a year ahead of Dustin. So I really thought that Johnny and Angela were going to get together because they had pretty good chemistry, and Johnny kept trying to put the moves on Angela, and she would never have it. She was just like, absolutely not. So for whatever reason, that never worked out. And so this is why we're here with Johnny and Ophelia, and she's over here painting. How cute. So let's go over here. This is our daughter, Trinity. She is still sleeping. See if I can get a better look at her. Might have to wait until she wakes up. But Trinity is adorable. She is let's see here. She's a Gemini, which means she's going to be a future fortune sim. I like that for her. She's very, she's sloppy, she's outgoing, she's very active, she's serious. She's in between grouchy and nice. Pretty good mixture, I like to say, of both their personalities. She's a Gemini just like her father. So, yeah. And I can't wait to see what their second baby looks like. So this is just I widened up the bathroom a little bit, or I didn't widen it, but I put an actual shower in there and I moved the stuff around. This is going to be Trinity's room, and she's going to have to share it with whatever baby is born next. Here she comes. She's waking up. I know. So I do have that mod. See, she's going to crawl out of it, but this crib doesn't have a adjustable thingy, so yeah, here she is. Look at me. She's gonna be interesting looking, I feel. Yeah, she's gonna grow into that face. I'm sure of it. I was really hoping that they would wind up having a green baby, but I don't know if that's possible, even though I do have the equal genetics mod, and I feel like their kitchen's pretty basic, but this is something that strikes me like Ophelia would keep it very clean, even though, is she even a neat sim? Not really, but you know, she keeps it organized, and it's very basic homemakery type kitchen. So yeah, we're gonna have to see when we come back here how things are looking between Johnny and Iris, and maybe Ophelia and Dirk. Maybe their relationship or their marriage isn't going to last, who knows. Next over here in the last household that we have in Pleasantview is going to be, oops, not this one. It's going to be the Spectre family. So yet another family has migrated out of Strangetown and into the suburbs of Pleasantview. So the Spectre family, you're probably wondering, I don't see anybody here with the name Spectre. We have Nervous Subject, who has escaped from the Beakers dungeon. So when he escaped, he actually began a relationship with his mother, Olive Spectre again, who she went ahead and confessed to him that she is his mother, and so he changed his name back to Spectre. I didn't change his name from Nervous because I felt like that would be a perfectly normal thing for Olive to name her child. So, and then we have his wife, Lola Spectre, who used to be Lola Curious. So I like this pairing. I think it's kind of unusual. It's definitely never happened for me before because I've always just had Nervous get together with Pascal, just like a lot of people do. Even though I think Pascal and Nervous are actually meant to be, just based off of the way the Maxis creators, happened for them, but, So, oh, she's gonna go over here and have a little flirt with him. So cute. Nervous is bisexual in my game. In previous games, he's always just been straight up gay, but apparently he had the hots for Lola, and they actually got autonomously engaged. I never had to tell them to get engaged to each other, so I liked that the way it worked out for them. And then down here we have their children. So they had twins. So the firstborn here is Percy Spectre. So Percy is a human with black hair and alien eyes. So he's very cute. And then over here we have his twin sister, Raven. There we go. Who looks almost identical to Nervous. It's actually kind of crazy how much she looks like him. But it's cute. He has like a little mini me. I like it. So Percy over here is a Sagittarius. He's a future knowledge sim. He's very sloppy and very shy, but he's also extremely active and nice and playful. So he's going to be a little cutie patootie. And then the almost exact same for Raven. The only difference is where he's painfully shy, she's very outgoing. But otherwise, they're pretty much the same on every other level, especially being that they're both going to be knowledge sims. So yeah, not much else to say about Nervous and the Spectre family. They are living here in the apartment directly across from the Summer Dreams. They have only 2 bedrooms, this very tiny one downstairs, which I didn't realize when I moved them into this apartment that there wasn't even a good way to get 2 small beds in here, so that's why this bed is like backwards. Otherwise I would have the headboard against the wall, but then Percy can't get into it. So this house, or apartment I mean, is just a pit stop on their way to getting a bigger home. I also feel like with Lola being a fortune sim, that's all she thinks about. Is getting a bigger house because she wants, nice things. She is a personal injury attorney, level 6 in the law career. And Nervous, when he broke out of the Beaker's house, he was like, oh, I have to have justice. So he went on and became a detective in the law enforcement career. So I like that. She's in law, he's in law enforcement. It's very cute. I also see here that he makes more money than she does, even though they're on the same level. Just of different careers, so that's funny. Alright guys, so unfortunately I'm going to have to cut this one off again here. Next time when we come in with our introductions part 3, we're going to start in Veronaville, and I'm going to try to knock those all out in one video. And then we're also going to get the families that are in Strangetown and the downtown and the universities all in one video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about my families as they're growing, and be sure to tune in next time. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.